The next topic will be the evaluation of feeds. So there are four major ways of evaluating: the physical evaluation, biological evaluation, chemical evaluation, and microbiological evaluation. For the physical evaluation, there are two methods in determining the physical characteristics of a feedstock or a feed formulation. First is the macroscopic observation. So this evaluation is used to observe the feedstock or feeds, which uses the following senses. First is the sense of smell to detect rancidity and foul odor, sense of taste to detect off flavor, sense of sight to identify and eliminate extraneous and undesirable materials, to detect presence of molds and insects, and to observe the compactness of feed. For the sense of touch, it is used to feel the hardness, softness, coarseness, and fineness of the feedstock or feed formulation. And for the second method, which is the microscopic examination, this refers to the examination of feedstock or feeds on their starch, bacterial or mold, and moisture content. For conversion of above data in as feed basis in dry matter, so the formula is protein in dry matter is equals to as feed protein times 100 over 100 minus moisture content. So, for example, is the 65.3, which is as feed protein times 100 over 100 minus 8.2, which is the moisture content. And so 65.3 times 100 over 100 minus 8.2 is equals to 71.30. So for lipid in dry matter, the as feed protein is 7.1 times 100 over 100 minus 8.2, which is the moisture content, is equals to 7.73. For the nitrogen-free extract in dry matter, so as feed protein is 3.4 times 100 over 100 minus the 8.2, which is the moisture content, equals to 3.7. So based on the previous slide, therefore the digestible energy of protein is equals to 71.13, which is the value of protein in dry matter, times 4.22, which is the value of digestible energy, over 100 is equals to 3.02 kcal per gram. And for the digestible energy of lipid is equals to 71.73, which is the value of protein in dry matter, times 8, which is the calorific value of digestible energy of protein in animals, over 100 is equals to 0.62 kcal per gram. So digestible energy of nitrogen-free extract is equals to 3.70, which is the nitrogen-free extract in dry matter, times 3 over 100 is equals to 0.11 kcal per gram. So to sum of DE is 3.02, which is the digestible energy of protein, plus 0.62, which is the digestible energy of lipid, plus the 0.11, which is the digestible energy of nitrogen-free extract, times 1,000 gram per kilogram is equals to 3,751 kcal per gram. So we are already done discussing about the conversion of as feed basis into dry matter. Now let us discuss about dry matter to as feed basis. So for protein, as feed is equals to dry matter protein times 100 minus the moisture content over 100. So for example, the dry matter protein is 71.13 times 100 minus 8.2, which is the moisture content, over 100 is equals to 65.30. Next is the lipid as feed. So 7.73, which is the lipid in dry matter, times 100 minus 8.2, which is the moisture content, over 100 is equals to 7.10. So for the nitrogen-free extract, so 3.70, which is the nitrogen-free extract in dry matter, times 100 minus 8.2, which is the moisture content, over 100 is equals to 3.40. So the third type of evaluation is the chemical evaluation. So chemical evaluation, this is a method of evaluating feed which determines the amount of the six feed fraction or components such as the moisture, crude protein, crude lipid or fat, nitrogen, free extract, crude fiber, ash contents through a system known as proximate analysis. So this method also determines the other nutrients that the feedstock or diet itself contains. For the moisture content, it is achieved by oven drying the feedstock or diet at 105 Celsius until constant weight is obtained. So the formula is percent of moisture content is equals to loss of weight during drying times 100 over weight of sample before drying. Or we can also use the percent of dry matter equals to weight of sample after drying times 100 over weight of sample before drying. And then the percent of moisture content is equals to 100 minus the dry matter. For crude protein content, so determined either by macrogeldal or key-geldal method. So this method, it estimates the total nitrogen content, which is in turn used to determine the quantity of protein by multiplying the nitrogen content obtained with. And we can also use the chemical score. So this method is used to determine quality of protein. This is done by comparing the essential amino acid in fish or feed protein with that of the whole egg of protein. And the last one is the essential amino acid index. Also, this is used for determining the quality of protein. If the essential amino acid required by fish is not known, then compare the essential amino acid of the diet to the species muscles to be fed. So for the crude lipid content, so we can use the Foch method. So using 2:1 ratio of chloroform and methanol, blight and dryer. So there are first blending, second blending, and third blending. So for ether extract, it is the extracting of lipid with ethyl ether in a Soxhlex apparatus. So for crude fiber content, washing the organic residue that remains after the boiling sample materials with sulfuric acid solution, the sodium hydroxide solution, and ethanol in sequence. So drying the washed sample in an oven at 105 Celsius until the constant weight. For nitrogen-free extract, so nitrogen-free extract is equals to 100 minus the moisture content plus the crude protein, crude fat, crude fiber, and ash. And the last one for ash, incinerating the fiber content in furnace at 550 Celsius to 600 Celsius until carbonaceous matter is oxidized. So the table shows the factors used for calculating the digestible energy and gross energy of feed or feedstock using the following calorific values. So in calculating the adjustable energy value of the feed or feedstuff. The only components considered are protein, lipid or fat, and nitrogen-free extract. But before the um, digestible energy is calculated, such component must first be converted to a dry matter or moisture feed basis. So, for example, of a feedstock is the anchovy, whose proximate analysis is on S-feed basis with moisture. So, for the crude protein is 8.2, the crude lipid is 65.3, and the crude fiber is 7.1. And that only applies for the anchovy.